I am Melissa, and this is my story as to why I became a Beachbody coach. I chose to shoot this video and tell my story in my dream vehicle. And guess what? I own my dream vehicle. How cool is that? It's amazing what we can accomplish in life. So the biggest reason why I became a Beachbody coach is to make my dreams come true. Been pretty good at that, been pretty successful, I must say. I have my dream vehicle that I'm sitting in right now, my Silverado that I've always wanted. So back in November, I went and got it. Now granted, I still have to make a payment to the bank, so technically the bank still kind of owns it, but she's mine. I after high school, I graduated and went to college and became a teacher, so I have a full-time teaching career. So, I've been pretty good and pretty successful at making dreams come true in the past. But to make a long story short, that is why I became a Beachbody coach, to make dreams come true. I started back in February of 2013 when my friend Jen at work started her Insanity Challenge group. And she said, "Hey, Melissa, come give this a try." And I said, "All right. Can I get ripped?" She's like, "Yeah. All right." So I gave it a try. Tried Shakeology and loved it. Fell in love with the products. To this day, Insanity, as hard as it is still my favorite program. And I still drink my Shakeology every day. So about halfway through, I decided, wow, this is a pretty cool opportunity, and decided when she started telling me about how you can get a discount, I thought, wow, get a discount? Heck yeah. So I signed up, bought my challenge pack, and became a discount coach. And over several conversations with her, a little bit later, started realizing some potential with the company. And she's like, not only can you just get the discount, but you can make some money. And at the time, she was making about $500 a month. And, I thought, wow, $500, that'd be amazing. Because, I'm a full-time teacher. I had 6 years of undergrad, and at the time, 3 years of grad school, and almost completing my master's, which now I am working on my second master's right now. And I thought, wow. To have $500 extra in my pocket every month to pay for my student loans, that'd be pretty amazing. Because, let's face it, they take a whole lot of money out of my paycheck every week. And they're stress-causing, anxiety-causing. I mean, they're just horrible, and I hate them, and I want them gone. But you can only do so much when you're only allowed so much money through pay. Whatever the district pays you, that's what you get. It's just like a company job. There is no overtime. We get what we get. So I thought, wow, this is kind of cool. So I started working my business a little bit just with that mentality of, it'd be cool to, just make, about $500 a month, So then I started getting, I started averaging about $100 a month or so, and started being able to at least get my Shakeology paid for, which was pretty cool. And then I walked into a new position and was excited. I thought, wow, this is cool. And then in September of 2013, my fiancé proposed, and I thought, wow, how exciting, right? My life is just crazy. I've lost 40 pounds and drink my Shakeology every day, and I feel great, and I have all this awesome stuff happening, and I thought, wow, it'd be kind of cool to use our Beachbody money to pay for our wedding. And I thought, wow, this is great, because neither him or I really have the money to pay for, an extravagant wedding, but it'd be kind of cool to use that money to help pay for it. It gives me a reason to put in some extra time and stuff. So my why has changed a little bit. It changed from first just the student loans to, paying for the wedding. And then back in December of 2013, started developing anxiety from the stress at work. And watching some of the other teachers and hearing about, how much they're paying for daycare and how they're stressed that they don't get to spend time with their kids. And I know to most that, are on the outside looking in, go, well, how do you not get to spend time with your kids? You don't work weekends, you have Christmas off, you have spring break off, you have snow days, and you have summer, and yada, yada, yada. But truly, we work 10, 11, 12-hour days, meetings here, meetings there, we're lesson planning, we're grading papers. We don't get a lot of family time. And the stress at work, like I said, started mounting, and the financial stress started mounting of, I've got more bills, and, I bought my truck, and, so then I had, a truck payment on top of everything else. And I thought, wow, this is crazy. I'm starting to get to a point where I, can't function anymore. And wow, I started looking at this Beachbody opportunity a little differently. Not just as a hobby, I guess, or a way to make extra money, but as a way to do this as a full-time gig. I started looking into some of the leaders and watching them and following them, and thought, wow, their stories are amazing. Scotty Hobbs, Jeffrey Armbruster, Mindy Wender, Janelle Summers. I mean, you name it. They're all doing this full-time in their home, and they're raising their kids. And I thought, wow, that would be amazing to be able to be a stay-at-home mom and get paid to do it. Yeah. I never thought I would be the type to want to be a stay-at-home mom, but holy wow, that's what I want now. I tell you what, I don't want to be stressed every day. I want to come home stressed to my kids. I want to be able to be home with them and see their first steps and watch them grow and share stories and be able to take them places and do things with. And I thought, wow, this is an opportunity for me right here, right now. And this is what I want. And no stress, no boss, no company or, whatever telling us how much money we earn or what we deserve. No. I put in the work and I get paid for it. So the amount of work, the amount of time, the amount of effort that I put into it is a direct result in my income. And I thought, well, this is really cool. So I have devoted to doing a lot of coach basics training through Rock the Basics, which is through our upline trainer Gray, who's amazing, and the amazing leaders in her group, and really changing my focus now. And my focus now is to bring myself home so I can be a stay-at-home mom down the road and be able to do this full time. And then bring my fiance home so he can be a stay-at-home dad, and we can travel and do things and buy, pay for cash and, pay off our debt and pay off our trucks and be able to just live a life of paying in cash and not having to worry about credit or debt or, student loans or credit card debt or, anything like that. I thought, this is what I want. This is truly what I want for myself. I want my dream life. In fact, my fiance and I, we just went and put an offer in on a house, and we signed papers on Friday. So I'm pretty stoked, which means I have 2 houses, and 2 houses on a teaching salary. Wouldn't be able to do it. It'd be pretty dicey. Yeah, it would be a scary feat, But I'm not scared. I'm not worried. In fact, I don't doubt we'll be able to pay that house off pretty soon. In fact, my goal is to pay off my first house, which is the house that I currently live in, which is about an hour and a half from the house that we built. So it's, in what we call up north Michigan. I know my Uber friends are probably laughing at me right now because it's not really in, the upper part of Michigan. But, it's up north. And so we're going to be able to have a cabin up north and on top of having our house. And, all by the time I'm 30, which is pretty freaking cool if you ask me. And now my next step is to pay both those houses off in the next 2 years and be able to be mortgage free, which would be pretty amazing. Pay my truck off, pay my oodles of student loan debt off, and secure our financial future. So that's where I'm at now. That's my drive, my passion, and why I do what I do. And another reason why I do what I do is I brought my mom on as a team member back in July, and am working to build her business. They're just like everybody else. My mom works part-time. My dad just got in full-time, thankfully, at his job, but, they haven't had insurance since my dad lost his factory job years ago, and, they run a house, and I would like to be able to help them build a business that they can walk in and pay cash for a house or build their dream house, wherever that may be, whatever that looks like, buy my dad a new truck himself and buy my mom that Jeep that she wants and be able to pay cash for it. No loans, no debt. Just walk in and say, this is what I want, and pay cash for it. That's the kind of life I want for my family. On top of creating that life for my parents, I want to do that for my kids. I don't want my kids to have to go to college and pay with student loans. I don't want them to have this overhang of debt that I carry around with me every single day, because it's a lot. It's a lot of stress. It's a lot of tension, and I'm done with that life. I don't want it. I don't want it anymore, and I don't want it for anybody else, including you. I want a positive life, I want a happy life, I want a debt-free life, and I want my dream life. And I'm willing to fight every single day for it. So that's why I'm here, to share my story. And, you know, I think the biggest difference over the, you know, the last couple months of me putting into my business is I finally have the belief in myself that I can do this. I can be a rock star leader. I can be the next Trina Gray. There's no reason why I can't. There's no reason why any of us can't. There's room at the top for us. You just have to want it and you have to fight for it. And I'm ready and willing, and I'm going to fight every single day to get that. And, you know, I've already used my Beachbody to pay for my wedding dress, my wedding venue, which is pretty freaking cool if you ask me. But now I'm ready to take on some bigger feats and take it on and climb that mountain and get to the top. So I'm up for the challenge, and I'm ready to fight my way there. Are you? Because if you are, I'm ready to help you. So if you want to get in touch, you can find me on Facebook, or you can email me at fitmitten@gmail.com, and let's get you started on your way to creating your dream life, because you deserve it. We both deserve it. So take care. We'll be in touch.